Adam?
Jack?
News. We have the reasons a couple of advertised legends did not appear on last night's Raw. Hulk Hogan has revealed what a phone is and claims that younger stars are cold to him. And finally, Marty Scurll and Ring of Honor have mutually decided to part ways. More on that in a little bit. Andrew?
Yes?
What do Alicia Fox, Beth Phoenix, Big Show, Boogeyman, Booker T, Eve Torres, Hillbilly Jim, Hulk Hogan, IRS, Ivory, Jacqueline, Jeff Jarrett, Jimmy Hart, Kurt Angle, Mark Henry, Melina, Michael P.S. Hayes, Mickey James, Ric Flair, Sergeant Slaughter, Tatanka, Tori Wilson, Candice Michelle, and Carlito all have in common?
They spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Absolutely correct. But of course, as well, they were all advertised legends who were advertised to appear on last night's Raw. But we have news about the last two on that list there, Candice Michelle and Carlito, with Fightful reporting that travel issues prevented those two from appearing on last night's Raw. Full disclosure, as we're sat here on Tuesday morning, I have seen all but 3 seconds of last night's Raw. So Andrew, what happened? Take it away.
What happened? What happened where? What on Raw?
Just in general. What was your reaction? Just what was your reaction to Candice, Michelle, and Carlito not appearing? I'm guessing everyone else appeared.
Everyone else. Yeah, everyone else seemed to be there apart from those two. But I think the reasons, Candice, Michelle, I don't think there's any reasons have come out that why she's not been there, or Carlito. But to be fair, I'd quite like to see Carlito back again. I quite like Carlito. I think he's been doing good stuff in like the indies and everything. But obviously the spitting gimmick at the moment, that might not be allowed. Do you reckon?
Well, yeah, in the face of a global pandemic, maybe spitting in somebody's face isn't the most, sensible thing to do. Unless, of course, they're in your the old social bubble, support bubble.
That's true.
That's the term I should be saying. But yeah, travel issues is what Fightful is reporting, Andrew. So what that means is up to your interpretation. What we do know, finally, is what a mobile phone is, because Hulk Hogan, in the one piece of Raw that I have seen from last night, he revealed what a phone is. He said you can do the Insta. He said you can do the tweets. He said you can do something else, and you can also make a phone call. It's revolutionary stuff, Andrew. It's like garlic bread. It's the future.
Oh, I like the future. I like garlic bread, and I like telephones.
But you don't like Hulk Hogan. But speaking about Terry Bollea and his Willie, that is a different size to Hulk Hogan's Willie, of course. We have a direct quote from him as he's been speaking to ESPN about the reception he gets backstage when he returns to WWE. And Andrew, I have sent you this quote in full. I want you in front of the watching world right now to give us your best Hulk Hogan impression while reading out that quote from Terrence. Go on, knock our socks off.
It's going to be awful. Brother, I don't even know how to do. Some people, brother, I can't do it.
Come
it's
on,
bad.
Keep it going. Don't be embarrassed.
Some people I get a really warm reception from. Some of the younger guys are really cold to me. Like, I'm coming to steal the main event, brother. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore, guys. I'm not a threat. I'm not a threat, brother.
It's like he's in the room. It's amazing. All you're missing is the skullet, and he's here. And the mustache, of course. Hogan's here. So yes, Hulk Hogan revealed, I guess, that some of the newer superstars might give him a bit of a cold reception when he comes back. For a reason being that, they might think he's going to take their main event spot, which...
I don't think it's that.
Here in 2021, I don't think it's the case, Mr. Terrence. Of course, he did also go on to say to ESPN that certain wrestlers like the Edge and Seth Rollins, he mentions by name, they say, "Oh, brother, you're the reason I do the wrestling. So thank you." So it wasn't all bad news from Hulk Hogan there, Andrew.
It wasn't indeed. It goes on as well there to say that Stone Cold Steve Austin seems to be a person that's warmed up to him recently. And Hogan goes on to say, the wake-up call that really got me was with Stone Cold. We weren't really close at all, but over the last few years, we've become good friends. It caught me off guard when he called me one day, and we're chatting about cars or something, and all of a sudden he goes, I can't do a Stone Cold impression, so I'm not going to do
that. Go on, you can do a Hogan one, why not?
Damn, Hogan. I was on the internet the other day, and I can't believe all the stuff you did in your career, man.
Just like, he does that. When Stone Cold didn't realise that I did The Love Boat and Johnny Carson, then I understood why the young people didn't know. So I don't know. Like you were saying, in 2021, I think we all know the reason why the younger people don't really like the Hulkster so much.
It doesn't need to be gone over again. We've said it plenty of times since Cultaholic launched over 3 years ago now, Andrew. So
yes,
yeah, but of course we wouldn't be sat here today without Hulk Hogan. It's important to say that his stand in the business doesn't need to be gone over anymore. I'm flagging today. I'm woken up yet, Andrew. It's the first day back in work after the Christmas break.
I
need a line of cocaine or something to wake me up. But we have other happenings from last night's Raw. We had Goldberg. Oh, God, I'm terrified, Andrew. He appeared at the end of last night's Raw to address the WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre. Apparently, according to the notes made by Tom Campbell in front of me right here, he claimed that Drew doesn't have any respect for the legends, and Raw goes off the air as Goldberg pushes Drew McIntyre over. Yep. And hopefully, I'm praying to the wrestling overlords above that after the year that was 2020, where Drew McIntyre... he was arguably the rest of the year for WWE, solidified the Chosen One moniker from 2009, whatever year it was. He proved that he is a franchise player in WWE. Hopefully, we don't do what we did to The Fiend and piss it all away, piss all of the mystique away just to give Goldberg one more world title run. As I've said so many times, Andrew, when I was growing up, Goldberg was the man for me. He's the guy that got me hooked on wrestling. But in 2021, Goldberg should not be beating Drew McIntyre. It's as simple as that. Do you agree?
I absolutely agree, but it's just the thought, though. You know what WWE are like. I would think that they've obviously seen all the backlash and just like... fans not really getting behind Goldberg in this day of age because he comes in, he squashes people and he's gone, and that's kind of like his thing. And you'd think they would see that and go, let's not do that again. But then you also think it's WWE. They will just probably do that again, which is it's worrying. So it's like 50-50 which way this could go. But,
and of course, you've got that thing where Goldberg says he has to win all of the matches to be the superhero to the children, or something like that, which is a load of bollocks, Bill. I don't care what you say. I'm terrified for the Royal Rumble. Of course, it does look like we're going to have Drew versus Goldberg for the title at the Rumble. Hopefully, we don't need the star power of the name that is Goldberg to appear at WrestleMania with the title, like the reported reasons were last year, when of course he held the Universal title going into the grandest stage of them all. Point at the lovely sign. Other notable happenings from last night's Raw: we have AJ Styles and Randy Orton confirming they're going into the men's Royal Rumble match, while Charlotte Flair confirmed that she's going into the women's one. Andrew?
Yeah, that just seems like a thing that would happen. Doesn't seem very surprising. Whether any of them win the match remains to be seen. Please let new, nice people do good things. Please don't let.
Please let new, nice people do good things. That's a very
official
motivational message to kick off 2021. But now we have some news from Ring of Honor, who last night, as we sat here at the time of recording, posted a brief statement on their Twitter account saying Marty Scurll and Ring of Honor have mutually decided to part ways.
Yep. Ring of Honor had announced in June 2020 that they were launching an investigation into accusations made against their contracted wrestlers during the Speaking Out movement, and a woman alleged during the Speaking Out movement that while she was drunk, she was sexually assaulted by Scurll. When she was 16 years old in 2015, Scurll did respond by releasing a statement saying that that a sexual encounter didn't happen, but it was consensual. And Scurll also claimed that the encounter was legal, as the age of consent in the UK is 16. So, yeah.
Yep, a bad situation all round. It's not confirmed as we're sat here now what the reason is for Marty Scurll and Ring of Honor parting ways. It could be down to that. It could also be down to sort of Marty Scurll signing this multi-year, massive, big, fat contract last year, and the pandemic obviously hampering the wrestling business as a whole. So I guess we'll have to see what comes of this story from here on out. But it's going to be interesting to see if anybody, any sort of wrestling promotion in the world wants to touch Marty Scurll with a barge pole.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's a difficult one, isn't it? I never know really what to say about it, other than you can't really deny any of the allegations because they're incredibly serious, and yeah, I just hope all involved are all right. Hope the lady's all right and everything, yeah, I guess we'll just see what happens from here.
If anything, yeah. And just to round things off on this lovely news video here on Tuesday morning, a top AEW team paid tribute to Brodie Lee. We have news from FTR. Andrew, why don't you tell everybody what the news is?
Ooh, so FTR, so their winning move, finishing move, the winning move, as it says in the notes right here. FTR's winning move, called the Shatter Machine in WWE, and the Goodnight Express in AEW will now be called the Big Rig. In dedication to Brodie Lee, which is really, really nice. I think that's such a wonderful touch. I think it was Dax on Twitter said it was to carry on Brodie's legacy within wrestling, so no one forgets him. So that's really, really sweet.
Yeah, and after that tribute show last week, I don't think anybody is going to forget the guy and all the stories that have obviously been shared by everyone who knew him. It's oh god, what a whirlwind couple of weeks that's been since he passed away. Has it been a couple of weeks?
About a week.
2 weeks.
Yeah, week, 2 weeks.
What a mark he left on so many people's lives, and obviously, just thoughts and prayers are with his family. Of course, I think it was one of the FTR. Sorry, beg my pardon, that was a Freudian slip there. One of FTR said that they went to the family to clear this before they announced it on Twitter yesterday. So that's a good situation. Rest in peace, Brodie Lee. Bloody hell. We've come to the end of this news video, Andrew. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, thank you. Thanks for having me. Thanks for getting me through this, pal.
You had no other choice, Andrew. Jack's doing New Japan stuff. It was you or nobody. And thank God you were here, because this is my first day back after the Christmas break, and I'm not with it. So thank you, Andrew, for carrying the heavy load on this video. Keep your eyes peeled on this illustrious YouTube channel, because later today we'll have a What Happened at Wrestle Kingdom Night 2 from one Jack the Jobber. I'll be back with the WTF moments from last night's Raw. Tom Campbell will be here with the graded from last night's Raw. Are you doing anything, Andrew? Are you?
I'm editing graded. There you go. That's what I'm doing.
Editing graded. So
yep.
Why don't you? I don't know. Are you going to put a little secret in for the people who've watched this news video towards the end? Go on. Put a little Easter egg
what should I do? Go on, tell me. Tell me what I should do.
You've got a more vibrant imagination than me.
I'll figure something out. Don't worry. Look for it. Keep your eyes peeled, as Ross said. Keep them peeled like that.
Like that. Thank you for watching. We'll see you soon.